This is Bick on the Drink, Summer Edition. And today, somebody drove a car into a bunch of fucking people and killed somebody because of some like stupid ass Nazi rally. And I feel like this is part of a different Russia conspiracy that nobody seems to be talking about. Because this is like a thing that is taught in Russian textbooks. Like to sow chaos in America so that they're fucking like hating each other and nothing gets done. And meanwhile, you can just, grow and fucking do whatever the fuck. Like that's a thing that's in, that's what they do. And now we're driving cars into each other and murdering each other because we have a retarded person for a president. Yes, it's not good that we have a retarded person for president, but now it's becoming like a thing like you're a piece of shit or you're not a piece of shit, depending on if you support the president or not, which it sort of is, because anybody who actively supports Donald Trump is like pretty much objectively a piece of shit. So, I mean, good job Russia on that one, but I just don't understand what's going on. Like, how do you fucking fall into that shit? And on this podcast, I also wanted to talk about Woody Harrelson. I forgot about him. He's a fucking asshole. Fuck Woody Harrelson. Look at me. I'm a big ass police detective. I'm a fucking alcoholic in a dystopian future. Fucking, I go to fucking, I'm a school shooters watch my movies. Fuck Woody Harrelson. And who else? Fuck Matthew McConaughey. He's you can't spell his name; it's too hard. And he plays the exact same fucking role in every goddamn movie he does. And he's the same thing as Leonardo DiCaprio, but instead of yelling, he's just like a smarmy pedophile character. In Bick news, hold on, I got some Bick news. Do you ever like look at your phone and then you realize the last time you got an actual phone call was like 6 days ago? Like there's some text, but you could have just not answered them. And I realized that if I didn't have a roommate, it would take someone like a week to find me, like to realize that I'm dead. And that's a really frightening realization. That's going to take somebody a week at least to realize that you're like dead. Got some other Bick news. Oh yeah, I woke up like dead inside a couple weeks ago. And I don't know if that's a common thing where you just have a day where you're dead inside and you just are like a zombie. And you think you might just kill yourself today. And I had an extremely productive day at work. I went around and I changed all the light bulbs like I said I would do earlier. I just never did it. Just got everything done. And I just listened to Smashing Pumpkins on my headphones all day. And just wished for North Korea to succeed and just kill me in a nuclear blast. Like I wouldn't even see it coming. It was just, everything would just end. Yeah. But I did want to close on Bick News with an uplifting topic. And I've talked about this before, possibly, but there was another day where I wasn't feeling so good, and I almost faked called in sick to work and just didn't want to go do anything. But I did go into work, and on my drive home, I stopped at a red light by a homeless shelter. And what I saw was it was a clearly homeless man. He was getting off of a bus, or he was behind a bus. I couldn't see him. The point is, a bus pulled away, and I saw this man, and he was screaming at somebody. It was storming, it was raining, and he was just screaming at this whoever it was. I didn't see the other person. I was just looking out my window, and he's flipping him off, and he's yelling, and I'm gonna fucking kill you. And then he just gets exasperated, and he throws his arms down, and he marches around, and then he starts pissing everywhere. And he's this big fat person, so it wasn't like he so much as pulled his dick out, but he pulled his shorts down and pushed his dick out, like from his stomach and fatty pubis area. Like he just had to push the surrounding fat inwards to expose the dick, and he was just pissing everywhere, like all over the fucking sidewalk and in the streets and on the steps, and just so angrily pissing everywhere. And then he got done, and then he pulled his pants back up, and then he just marched away. And I think that's it's kind of a metaphor for life, because first of all, it reminded me that sometimes life is worth living, because I've never seen anything like that before, and I'm probably not going to see it again. But maybe I might see some other crazy drug addict do something funny. And that makes life worth living, when you get to see things like that. But for the drug addict, it has another meaning, because, whoever he's yelling at probably fucked him over, probably stole his money or something, or didn't give him his drugs, or maybe he just, paid his whatever drug wife to have sex with him or something. Whatever drug people do. But when life gave him lemons, his life gave him a storm, and he pissed in that storm, and he went on living. And I think that's what life is really all about, is just waiting for the next terrible thing to happen and seeing how you react to it. So, have fun with nuclear war. It's going to be fun when we go to nuclear war. Good night.